All right, so you're planning a trip to Anaheim, and you're staring at a huge list of hotels, trying to figure out where to stay. Well, today, we're going to zoom in on one that keeps popping up, Hotel 414. Let's dive right in and see what all the buzz is about. Okay, first things first, let's talk rankings. Right out of the gate, Hotel 414 is sitting pretty at number 10 out of 126 hotels in Anaheim. I mean, think about that for a second. That puts it in the top 10% of all hotels in the area. That's a huge deal, and it definitely makes you wonder, okay, what's so special about this place? And here's the number that backs up that ranking, a whopping 4.5 out of 5. Now, this isn't just a few happy campers, you know? This score is pulled from over 750 reviews, so we're talking about a really solid consensus from a ton of people who've actually stayed there. So, a 4.5 is great, but what does that really mean? What are people actually loving so much about this place? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and break down those ratings. Whoa, okay, just look at this distribution. This is pretty incredible. You've got a staggering 531 reviews that are excellent. That's the top category. Then you add another 160 good reviews on top of that. It's just crystal clear that the vast majority of people who stay here walk away really happy. And check this out. This is where it gets really interesting. The scores are super consistent across the four things we all care about most, right? Location, value, cleanliness, and service. All of them are a solid 4.5. You just don't see that very often. Usually a hotel is strong in one area, but maybe a little weaker in another. But this is hitting a home run across the board. All right, so the numbers are looking fantastic, but, ratings are one thing. What's it actually like to stay there? Let's take a look inside and see what kind of amenities and rooms we're talking about. Okay, some of these are big ones, especially for an Anaheim trip. Free parking in that area, that is a huge plus. That can save you a ton of money right there. And of course, free high-speed Wi-Fi is a must. Throw in an outdoor pool for those sunny California afternoons, and the fact that kids stay free, well, you can really start to see how the value adds. Now, let's peek inside the rooms. You can see they've done some really nice updates here. We're talking modern furniture, and a big one for me, laminate flooring instead of that old, questionable hotel carpet. And in the bathrooms, you've got nice touches like those quartz vanities. It just looks clean, fresh, and updated. And here are the little things that make a big difference. Every room has a fridge and a microwave. If you're traveling with family, you know how clutch that is for storing drinks and leftovers and saving a few bucks. And a coffee maker? Absolutely essential for getting yourself going for an early start at the parks. So we've seen the specs, we've seen the ratings, but the real story, the real proof, always comes from the people who've actually stayed there. So let's hear what guests are saying in their own words. I really love this quote, "Little hidden gem in the center of it all." Isn't that just the perfect way to describe it? It really sums up what we've been seeing. This place that offers great value, but is still right in the middle of all the action. And here's Cindy Ray, who sounds like a repeat guest, hitting on that all-important cleanliness rating. The rooms are always clean and the bed are comfortable. That word always is key. It speaks to that consistency we saw in the 4.5 score. It's exactly what gives you peace of mind when you book. Hey, just a quick pause. If you're finding this breakdown helpful for planning your trip, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and give this a like. We put out these explainers all the time to help you cut through the noise. And we can't forget about service. This review nails it. The staff were incredibly friendly, helpful, and made me feel so welcome. You know what, clean room is great, but amazing staff can totally make a trip. It sounds like the people working here are a huge part of the positive experience. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. What's the final verdict here? When you strip everything else away, the story of Hotel 414 really boils down to two things that matter most for an Anaheim trip: amazing value and a fantastic location. So just how good is the location? Well, you can literally walk to the Disneyland gates. And let's be real, after a 12-hour day in the park, if your feet are done, it's just a quick 5-minute rideshare back to your room. It really doesn't get much more convenient than that. I mean, this picture says it all. When you're this close, you're constantly surrounded by that Disney magic. You can probably even catch the fireworks from nearby. It just makes the whole experience feel so much more immersive. And hey, it's not just about Disney. This spot is a perfect home base for exploring all of SoCal. You're right by the Convention Center, Angel Stadium. Oh, and there's a Starbucks literally next door, which is a lifesaver. Plus, you're only like a 15-minute drive to Knott's Berry Farm or 20 minutes to the beach. Pretty awesome. So what's the value proposition really?
It's simple. You're getting a super highly rated hotel that's clean and incredibly convenient. Then they throw in awesome freebies like parking and Wi-Fi, and they manage to do it all at a price that won't break the bank.
And speaking of that price, you can find rooms starting from just $94. Seriously, for a place with these kinds of ratings and a location this good, that price is, well, it's kind of a steal. It really drives home that whole value thing. So there you have it, the top-tier ratings, the fantastic reviews from real travelers, the super useful amenities, and that killer location. It all points to one thing. The big question left is, for you, is this the hidden gem you've been looking for your next Anaheim trip?